The Young and the Restless. Next 2 week, full July, 20 to the 31st of July, 2026. Welcome back to the channel, fellow Y&R addicts. Today is just another wild day in the soap universe, and we are so glad you are here to share the madness with us. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's get right into the thick of it, because Genoa City is absolutely exploding right now, and we have so much to discuss. I cannot even process what I just watched. I am sitting here typing this up at 2 a.m. because if I don't vent to you guys right now, I am going to lose my act. Are we seriously watching Adam Newman pull the most insanely risky, brilliant, and utterly terrifying move of his entire life? I mean, I have been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen Adam do some completely unhinged things. But this secret plan to buy Newman Media out from under Victor's nose to protect Sally Spectra, my jaw is literally on the floor. I am half celebrating because finally someone is standing up to the mustache, but I am also half complaining because we all know this is going to blow up in Adam's face in the most spectacular way possible. And I am terrified for him because, let's be real, Victor Newman does not do deals when he feels he has been wronged. Sally, bless her heart, practically begged Victor to just buy Newman Media back at fair market value. She is pregnant, she is exhausted, and she just wants out of the crosshairs of this corporate war. But Victor wants blood. He wants to crush her. He wants to absolutely decimate her business just to prove a point. So Adam, in this desperate, beautiful, and completely reckless knight in shining armor moment, decides he is going to secretly buy the company himself. He is going to pretend he wrestled it away from Sally just to appease Victor, while secretly funding the whole thing to save her. And when he brought up sunset pink at Society, the color of baby Ava's nursery, I literally burst into tears. Am I the only one who started sobbing? He told Sally she would never owe him after losing Ava. It was so beautiful, so raw. But also, what is he thinking? Victor finds out everything. Victor has spies on his spies. You cannot hide a massive corporate acquisition from the man who literally invented corporate espionage in Genoa City. And Chelsea Lawson is just standing by him, supporting this entire web of lies. I know some people are loving this supportive Chelsea era, but personally, I am screaming at my screen, Chelsea, girl, you know better. You know what happens when you lie to Victor Newman. But they both genuinely believe they're doing the right thing by shielding Sally and Audra Charles from Victor's wrath. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about why Adam might actually get away with this, at least for a little while. The timing, the absolutely twisted, heartbreaking timing of it all, because Victor is entirely distracted right now, and it is for the most tragic reason possible. Nikki's bandages are finally coming off. We have been agonizing over this storyline for what feels like an eternity. Victor is sitting there holding her hand every single second, playing the devoted, terrified husband. And honestly, it is gut-wrenching. The doctors are warning that her sight might never return, and the sheer terror in Nikki's eyes is breaking my heart. Victor is so consumed by his fear of losing Nikki's sight, and let's be honest, his guilt over how he has treated her lately, that he is completely taking his eye off the corporate ball. This is exactly the blind spot Adam needs to pull off his massive fraud. But I just can't get over the hypocrisy of Victor Newman. I mean, he is sitting there holding Nikki's hand, acting like her savior, while he is secretly the reason her entire world is falling apart. He has been manipulating her estate, teaming up with Patty Williams, and harboring Matt Clark. Nikki even called him out on it before the bandages came off, reminding him that he hates Jack Abbott but is perfectly fine letting monsters live on the Newman Ranch. I am dreading the moment those bandages come off. If she is permanently blind, Victor is going to go on a rampage, and God help anyone who gets in. But if she can see, she is going to see right through his lies. I kind of love the drama of it, but I am so scared for Nikki. Okay, back to the point. Let's talk about the Abbotts because their house is a literal horror movie. Jack Abbott is finally home from the hospital after surviving that brutal stabbing, and you would think they could just rest. Wrong. Diane Abbott is playing nurse, but she is practically vibrating with paranoia. And honestly, can you blame her? Patty Williams is still pulling strings from behind bars like some twisted puppet master, and Dr. Lawrence Markham is still out there. Markham is a ghost, and Diane is terrified he's going to ambush them again in their own home. Every time the floorboards creak, you can see Diane jumping out of her skin. The fear is pushing Diane to the absolute brink. She is so desperate that she actually considered reaching out to Martin Laurent. Yes, that Martin Laurent, the psychopath. Because apparently Markham's creepy little hideout was full of books written by Martin's twin brother, Alan. It is a massive stretch. But when you are desperate, you grasp at straws. But here is the part that made me scream at my television. Tracy Abbott is doing it instead. Tracy, the literal angel of Genoa City, the moral compass of the Abbott family. I cannot believe they are doing this to Tracy. She intercepted Diane's crazy plan and decided to take the risk herself because she thinks she is the only person Martin will actually confide in. Remember when they tried to put Tracy in danger years ago? Yeah, it terrified me then, and it terrifies me now. She is taking this massive, dangerous leap to protect Jack and Diane, and I am just sitting here biting my nails. Tracy is too pure for this world, and if Martin or Markham lays a finger on her, I am going to riot. But you know what? It proves why the Abbotts are superior to the Newmans. They protect their own. They sacrifice themselves for each other. Unlike the Newmans, who just use each other as bait in their sick little games. Speaking of sick games and bait, we desperately need to talk about Matt Clark and Phyllis Summers. I am sorry, but what on earth is Phyllis thinking? I am physically ill watching this. Matt Clark is a monster. He tortured Nick. He tortured Sharon. He is a walking nightmare who claims to have amnesia. And Phyllis is dating him. She is getting cozy with him. She is using every trick in her book to keep him in Genoa City when the man actually wants to leave. Matt wants to skip town, but Victor is holding a prison threat over his head as a loyalty test, and Phyllis is warming his bed to keep him anchored. I mean, Phyllis has done some low things, but this is a new rock bottom. She is literally sleeping with the enemy just to stick it to Victor and Nick. And the fallout is already happening. Nick Newman is losing his absolute mind, and I do not blame him one. Nick caught Phyllis and Matt in an intimate moment, and it completely broke his brain. He is already stressed about Nikki's potential blindness, and now he is pacing around muttering about taking care of Matt himself. Nick is threatening to permanently eliminate Matt from the world, and he is doing it with this dark, dead-eyed look that is terrifying Sharon. Sharon is panicking, and honestly, so am I. We have seen Nick go down dark paths before, but this feels different. This feels like he is actually going to cross a line he can never. He is a recovering addict who is hanging on by a thread, and Matt Clark's very existence is pushing him toward a relapse or a murder charge. Sharon is watching the father of her children turn into a killer, and Victor is just sitting back letting it happen because he wants to use Matt as a pawn. It is sick. It is so sick, and I am here for the drama, but I am dreading the destruction of Nick's soul. If Nick actually kills Matt, there is no coming back from it. He will destroy Sharon, he will destroy Noah, and he will give Victor exactly what he wants, total control over his broken son. But wait, there is more tragedy, because this show won't let us breathe for even a single second. Sally and Billy stumble upon a secret that Jill Abbott has been hiding, and it is bad. All signs are pointing to a massive, serious health crisis for Jill. And the timing, it is just cruel. Jill just came back to Genoa City to mend fences with Billy. They have been fighting for years. Their relationship is so toxic, but she finally came back to make peace, and now we find out she might be dying? I am not ready for a world without Jill Abbott's snark. She is an icon. You cannot take Jill away from us. Billy is going to completely fall apart. He is already struggling with his own demons, and now he has to face the reality of losing his mother right when they were starting to heal. And Sally is caught in the middle of it. She is pregnant. She is dealing with Victor, trying to ruin her life. Adam is secretly buying her company, and now she is carrying the weight of Jill's secret. I feel like Sally and Billy's relationship is going to be pushed to the absolute breaking. Will this tragedy bring them closer, or will Billy's inevitable spiral push Sally away? I know some people hate them together, but I kind of want them to make it. But with Billy, you just never know when he is going to self-destruct. He is a ticking time bomb of grief and bad decisions. Okay, I saved the absolute craziest, most unhinged, most jaw-dropping spoiler for last. Kyle, Abbott, and Victoria Newman. I need to type that again so it feels real. Kyle and Victoria. Are you kidding me right now? I am screaming. Kyle is furious at Victor for letting Patty out of jail, which led to Jack getting stabbed and Diane getting kidnapped. Kyle wants revenge. And what better way to stick it to the mustache than by sleeping with his precious daughter? But here is the thing that makes it so compelling. It is not just about revenge. They are actually bonding. Victoria is feeling incredibly lonely, missing Cole, and feeling alienated by her father's lies. Kyle is traumatized by his parents' near deaths. They started out arguing about Victor, but suddenly they are sharing intimate secrets and finding solace in each other's family trauma. The sparks are flying, and they are undeniable. I mean, the chemistry is weirdly hot. I hate that. I like it. I know it is wrong on so many levels. Victoria used to be married to Kyle's uncle Billy, but the tension between them is electric. But the fallout is going to be apocalyptic. Claire is already furious with Kyle for plotting against her. When she finds out Kyle is sleeping with her mother, Claire might actually snap. She has been through so much trauma, and this betrayal is going to push her over the edge. And Victor, oh my God, Victor, if Victor finds out that an Abbott, specifically Jack's son, is defiling his daughter as an act of revenge, he is going to have a literal heart attack. I am predicting right now that this romance is going to be the catalyst for the biggest Newman-Abbott war we have seen in a decade. I am terrified, I am exhausted, but you better believe I will be glued to my screen every single day. I am so invested in this absolute train wreck of a storyline. The secret buyouts, the psychopathic doctors, the forbidden romances, the blinding tragedies. This is why we watch soap operas. People, let me know in the comments if you are as stressed out as I am, because I need a support group after this week's episode. We are in for a wild, bumpy ride, and I wouldn't have it any other way.